Sorry about that. I just went live with the 2 days ago streams, no, yesterday's streams title. I forgot to change all the titles. I just went live for 7 seconds. I've deleted that video now. Yeah, here we are. I'm gonna check if my mic is working. Oh. Yeah, mic is working. That is good. Okay. Yeah. So I got 4. Yeah, I didn't do very well. I picked Collingwood because I was doubting Brisbane's away form. They proved me wrong, which I'm happy with because I want them to make second. That's the only thing. The only thing I want more than Brisbane finishing second is Hawthorn winning a game. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Got Richmond correct. I took a risk. I wanted to take one risk, and that was Gold Coast. And they almost did it, but Carlton fought back and did well enough. The Giants smashed Essendon, got that tip correct. I tipped Geelong because I didn't trust St Kilda. I just didn't think they were cut out for this game, but they were. It was Geelong that weren't cut out for it. Geelong didn't perform well enough. St Kilda shut them down very well, and credit to them. They started well, and the rest of the game, anytime Geelong had a sniff, St Kilda shut them down. So fair play to St Kilda. They're confirmed in the 8 now because the Western Bulldogs lost to the West Coast Eagles. Got Sydney. I tipped Adelaide to beat Sydney, and I almost got it right. And I would have if it wasn't for. I would have if it wasn't for. Put a short life. If it wasn't for the umpire decision, if it wasn't for the no score review, I would have got that correct. So that is pretty interesting. I'm just checking if I put my short video live. Hello Luke, how you doing? The reign of dominance of Geelong is over. Yeah, it's going to be weird not seeing him in the finals. Yeah, so then I got the Western Bulldogs wrong. Again, they were playing against last place. I thought they'd lose. They did not. They could still finish last, though, because North have an easier game in the final round. But we shall see. The Eagles are at home. Melbourne, I think I tipped them, and I tipped Port Adelaide. I actually tipped Freo first, and then I changed it to Port Adelaide. So that kind of saved me. But either way, I would have got 4 because I changed this just to tip Gold Coast. So either way, it was an L. But yeah, look, I'm actually I'm not even that sad because Brisbane are second, and probably will get second. You never know. The Saints, though, the way they played against Geelong, they were pretty impressive. But yeah, not happy with my tips overall, obviously. But it doesn't feel like I got 4. It doesn't feel bad. I don't know why. It is bad. It doesn't feel bad. In my comp, obviously I've dropped down. I was second at one point, I think. Nikki at the moment is still winning. We got 1 round to go. So these guys are tryhards and girls. Yeah, Sally. There's a Sally there, so got to be inclusive. But that was my worst round this season. I'm fairly certain. I don't think I've gotten lower than 5 this season. I don't think I have. I might have, but that's got to be my worst round. I don't think I've ever gotten 3. Maybe in a bye round, yes, but in a 9-round game, I don't think so. In a 9-game round, sorry, 9-round game. What's going on? Wow, Mighty M. Sorry, I had to skip some of your comments because Mighty M just donated 18 Aussie dollars. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. I never get donations, so when I get one, it's actually really big surprise. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. You have a good day. I love it. My chat revenue just gone up massively now. Yeah, if you want the conversion rate, guys. This is the YouTube conversion rate because conversion rates change every second. It's £9.06, but yeah, that is still very good, mate. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you again. Thank you, Mighty M. You are a legend. Again, Mighty M, if you're watching on repeat and for some reason you can't see the chat, Mighty M is a legend, my friends. He's a mighty legend. Thank God no Geelong in the finals. Yeah, it's going to be so weird, but yeah, it's new and fresh, I guess. Surely Crow's game gets overturned. I read an article earlier. They said it was going to stand. So, is what it is. At least Brisbane are guaranteed second. There's no way in hell St Kilda will win at Gabba. Yeah, I mean, Brisbane have not lost there. But I guess like St Kilda against Geelong were very, very impressive the way they played. But Brisbane at the Gabba is a different animal. But yeah, we'll see how that goes down. Radio no score review at the end of the Crows v Swans match. It was a goal. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like at the time, in real time, it looked like the first replay, they made it look like it might have skimmed the padding. But I just thought because it's so close, that should have been a review. The goal umpire was way too sure about that. It made no sense how sure he was. Yeah, so thinking it's a behind is one thing, right? Umpires can make that mistake. That's possible. You can think it's a behind. But the fact that it was that close and they did not review it is crazy. And when you consider that the Adelaide Crows fans and players were celebrating as well, they were convinced it was a goal. When a goal is that convincing to someone and it's so close, you have to review it. Like, you have to... If the goal umpire doesn't review it, someone else has got to call that review because there's no way you should be playing on from that. It makes no sense. But yeah, you got to be sure about these things, man. It's the thing is, he was sure. How was he so sure about that? That's what I want to know. How was he so sure? The only way to know is to see through his eyes, but that's literally impossible. We don't have technology for that yet, mate. It would be weird if we did that. How do you even do that? Anyway, yeah, GWS has broken their biggest win record before. It was 108 points. Damn. I was going to say, like, maybe you can put a camera on the umpire cap. Maybe that could work. Twice in AFL history, the AFL has overturned the entire result due to controversy. It was 100% a goal. The umpire made the calls and Gigley did not think twice. The AFL CEO said it's not being overturned, but we'll see. I think it'll be even worse if Adelaide miss out by like 4 points or less. They're missing out anyway, but I mean, like, if they win and the Giants lose, for example, then they could say, oh, we were actually 1 win away from the 8. And then they'll say, oh, we made a mistake. We'll see. The umpire made the call so quickly. Yeah, that's what I like. How was he so sure? Excuse me. I have a bit of a cough. Happens when I talk a lot as well. And also happens when I'm quiet. It's very weird. You saw some angles. It was clearly a goal. Yeah. If enough backlash comes, maybe there's a chance. Maybe. I mean, as someone commented and pointed out, there were even Swans fans and Port Adelaide fans saying that the Crows were robbed. So, that's saying something, because Port Adelaide despise the Crows. They do not like the Crows at all. So for any Port Adelaide fan, even for one Port Adelaide fan to say the Crows were robbed, that is pretty damning. That is pretty damning. That's like me saying Tottenham were robbed. I mean, not all of you get that, because not all of you watch Premier League, but yeah. Let's move on. Right. Essendon Collingwood. It's 10.90 for good reason. I think Collingwood will win. They have secured first. I know Brisbane Port Adelaide are there, but they're not going to overtake Collingwood. But I think they'll get a kick out of kicking Essendon. They got a kick out of kicking Carlton last year, so I think once again. But I don't think it'll be that. I think because of the spectacle of the game, because it's a big rivalry, I think it'll be close. But I think the Magpies will win. But I'm going to say it's going to be close most of the game, but the Magpies in the end win by 16. They score a couple goals right at the end. Hawthorn Freo. I think Hawthorn can win this game. It's one of the few occasions where I'm actually confident about Hawthorn winning. So I think we can actually do it, though. I think that'd be good to end on 34 points. To end on 8 wins. 8 wins out of 24, considering how bad we've been in most of our games. That's not bad. To be fair, 7 and 24 is not bad either. I mean, it's bad, but I mean, like, for our standard, for the way we've played this season, 7 wins is actually pretty good. 8 wins would be pretty... To win a third of our games... I mean, actually, no, wait. It's 23 games. Sorry, no, it's 24 rounds, 23 games. More than a third of our games, then. It would be more than a third of our games if we beat Freo. And I think we can actually do it. North Melbourne, Gold Coast. You know what? I'm going for North Melbourne. Yes, I think... Well, then again, maybe they want the first draft pick. I was going to say they don't want to be last. But like, I feel like North will give their fans a real home send-off. I don't know. But maybe they want the draft pick. I don't know. I'm going to go with North anyway. Screw it. I've lost the comp. So there's no big loss to me if I get everything wrong. Even if I did win the comp, there's still a prize for first place. I'm not giving it to myself; it'd be given to second place. Brisbane v St Kilda, Brisbane Lions victory. Brisbane haven't lost at the Gabba, so it's hard to go against that. There's still, like, yesterday you asked if there's people left in the gauntlet. Apparently there's 85,000. Is that correct, or is that when I was eliminated? Is there 85,000 people left? How? How? Who have they got? I wish you could see who these players are and like see who they got left, because I'm very curious. Because whoever doesn't have the Eagles might have won. They might have North left. Maybe someone has North left. Damn. Yeah. Anyway, what have I missed in the comments? Adelaide fans riot, please. You want the Dogs in the finals? You don't think they'll win this week? AFL Legend even admitted it. Adelaide have screwed 2 wins from the umpire. Have been screwed 2 wins from the umpires. First against Collingwood, and now against Sydney. Surely North can't win a third consecutive William Spoon. They got North left. I think North can beat Gold Coast, but do they want the draft pick? But like losing on purpose is kind of like match fixing, no? I think money has to be involved in match fixing, but still. I think Geelong beat the Bulldogs. Only thing is, I think this is the Bulldogs' best chance of winning there. Like, this is the perfect scenario for them because Geelong are out. Geelong can't make the 8 now. The Bulldogs need to do it. Maybe the fact that they need to win, the intensity of it will overcome Geelong. I think that's possible. So I'm not completely ruling out the Western Bulldogs. It's just that I don't think Geelong will just roll over. I know it's over for them, but they still want to get a home win to finish their season, I'm sure. At least finish the season strong on a home game. So I think they'll still turn up. They just won't turn up if they needed to win they needed to win the game. So like, I think the Dogs might have a chance here. I think there's opportunity. 2021 was the best chance. Yeah, true. That's because you were the second best team that year. Adelaide, I'm going to tip them to beat West Coast. I know West Coast just won a massive game, but I think Adelaide can go there and win. Could be wrong, but I predict a close game between these two. Port Adelaide, Richmond. Port Adelaide, I can't go for Richmond. Sydney, Melbourne. I'm gonna go Melbourne. It's a bit boring, I know, but I can't see Sydney beating Melbourne. And now that they've made the 8, I think they'll be. I mean, I think they'd want to be 6th. I think they'd want a home final, right? They want to play for that. But I just can't see them beating Melbourne. I just can't see that. But then again, I guess Port Adelaide play beforehand. So if Port win their game. Wait, do also Brisbane? Yeah, Brisbane play as well. So if Brisbane win, and they play way before Melbourne, if Brisbane win, they're guaranteed 2nd. Then Melbourne aren't going anywhere. So then Melbourne, all there is for Melbourne is for hope for Port Adelaide to lose to play Brisbane or play. It's either Brisbane or Collingwood away for Melbourne. So then, and then Port Adelaide play before them as well. So if Port Adelaide and Brisbane both win, Melbourne don't go anywhere. They're staying in 4th, regardless of what happens, as long as the other 2 teams win. So maybe they don't want to play too much intensity. Then again, this ends just before this starts, so it's a bit different. Plus, the list is announced like the day before. The other team did not won a game outside the gauntlet. Yeah, they must have North left then. Cats versus Dogs going to be a really good game. Yeah, I hope so. At least the Dogs back Saturday night game. Yep. I'm going to say Carlton beat GWS. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But I think Carlton will finish with a win as well. I don't think they're in danger of losing the home final, to be honest. What's Sydney's percentage? Sydney, 116. Oh, 111, sorry. Okay, misread. It's lower than Carlton's. Carlton should be alright. Because they're not going to get smashed, are they? We'll know anyway. We'll know in the Yeah, Carlton will be fine anyway, but I still think they'll beat the Giants, even though the Giants need to win. If the Bulldogs win, I kind of want the Bulldogs to win just to see what the Giants do. But then again, I would like one of the city teams in sixth, just so we can just to boost my finals ticket chances. But we shall see. You think the current top eight is a lot? You think the Dogs will? You don't think the Dogs will win on Saturday? Yeah, me neither. You really? I hope they do though. You really hope that we get Melbourne versus Collingwood week 1. That would be juicy. And Lions versus Port, the Gabba would be awesome. Geelong by 23. You want both Geelong and Dogs in the finals, but the issue is only one of them can make it. So we need Sydney's win to be overturned. Then they can both make it. Well, plenty of fan bases have suffered at the hands of the umpire decision. Adelaide fans, Geelong fans, Western Bulldogs fans, Giants fans it could be, Essendon fans. Like, so many teams have suffered from that one umpire decision. It's kind of mad. But, yeah. Essendon and Collingwood I'm confident on. Hawthorn, I do think we can beat Freo, but if Freo won, fair enough. North Melbourne, I do think can beat Gold Coast, but we'll see how much they want it. Brisbane Lions, I think, will beat St Kilda, but I wouldn't rule out St Kilda just yet because they play well against Geelong, so you never know, they could turn up. But they would have to be the first team to win there. It's a tall order. And I think everyone's gone there apart from Port Adelaide. I could be wrong, but at least every top team anyway. Geelong, I think will win, but the Bulldogs cannot be ruled out. They need to win. Geelong don't need to win. So that could play in the Bulldogs' hands. That's my 1:30 p.m. alarm. Very late, I know. Adelaide, I'm confident will beat West Coast, but you never know. West Coast, they could pull something off. Port Adelaide, for sure, just like Collingwood, I'm confident will win their game. Melbourne, I think, will win. Can't count out Sydney just yet. They might want a home final, but I think we'll see. We'll see what happens, and I think Carlton to beat GWS Giants. So those are my tips. Giants could pull something off as well. So I'm only 100% certain on Port Adelaide and Collingwood, and maybe Brisbane as well. And the rest of them, we shall see. It's a toss-up, really. But yeah. Excuse me, again. You want both GWS and Dogs in the finals, but the issue is only one of them can make it. So we need Sydney's win. Oh yeah, I just read that. What am I saying? St Kilda winning it at the Gabba is laughable. Hello AFL Rules, new sub. Thanks for subbing, mate. I appreciate that. So yeah, this was pretty fun. Crows of Robson season's valid now. Yeah, well, that was very controversial indeed. Well, I am gonna head off. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Everyone who joined, Mr. Katz, Luke, Sports Kings, Alex Grant, Mighty M, AFL Rules, and Chief Rocker. Thanks for joining in, and also, especially once again, thanks to the Mighty M for his donation. I really appreciate that. I really do. Trust me. And it's very rare I get anything. So, like, you know, to get that is like, I think that's my biggest donation so far. It must be. Now, I might have got one bigger one ages ago, but like, yeah, normally it's like $1. Even I appreciate that as well. I even appreciate that. But yeah, I appreciate that again, my TM. You got to give him a shout out again because, you know, when someone donates actual money, you have to say thank you multiple times. That's just, you know, that's just good manners. But yeah, imagine the season being over after. Yeah, I know, right? Sport not be sport about controversies. Looking forward to the finals. Yeah, same. I've got 9 reactions listed for my A4 reactions, but I probably won't do them because I haven't done Stupid Idiots. So I want to record some Stupid Idiots videos. So you probably see some before the end of the season instead of after the season, because after the season I'm flying to Australia for the finals. So I shall see you then. Season has gone, yeah, it's gone way too fast, mate. But yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Oh, thanks, Luke. If you can get some help, that's I appreciate that. This is your boy. I'll probably be on the plane when it goes on sale as well. So that's the annoying thing. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.